Appalachian. There's stories such as one from Akanran from Obatala system, which goes as follows: Akanran Kaogun, Akanran Kaogban, Aitio Kaogban, Nikakun, Dafun, Oshala Sedamumbo. And this story demonstrates that it was Obatala that had to make a way out of nothing. When there was no standard, there was no law, there was no order, there was chaos, that it was his standard and principle that established order, which him and Yemu created and sustained. And so this is important because, in our culture here, there's a whole philosophy of like matching energy, that people are only going to be moral when they're with moral people, or people could show up, one way, and they'll only submit or change if they find someone that's applicable, that's, possible of reflecting that energy. And it just sounds stupid as hell, right? These stories about Obatala Yemu establishing a certain type of behavioral code or moral order, it doesn't really matter what the nature of the day is. And anyone who studies deep esotericism, you know that chaos is the order of the day. That chaos is here, disorder is the order of the day, and it takes individuals to establish, moral order. It takes someone to actually step out there and establish some type of decorum. And if someone doesn't do that, then it's not going to come. So the idea of, matching energy or whatnot, like you're just matching chaos, you're matching disorder, and there will never be order unless people step up and do. And this is also important because, even, I'll disclose through my life is that, sometimes folks get compassion fatigue, or, individuals are tired of being the only one, that has this moral code, or that people feel like they have to, sacrifice and be the one that always takes the high ground. And sometimes, it gets tiresome. But what I will say to y'all is that, don't give up on your own code. Like, if there's a standard that you set for yourself as, it doesn't matter what the world does. You stay in that order. This is where your blessings come from. This is where, this is your function. This is your purpose. So maybe you should just, readjust your attention from certain people, certain relationships, certain individuals. And if they don't reflect that same standard that you have, don't compromise your own integrity. You just move on. And then the more that you grow, you see that your circle is going to become smaller and smaller. But as you remove the waste, you actually open yourself and magnetize yourself up to the Arumale, to the deities. And that's who we should be trying to impress, not people. So don't reflect or match emotions.